The Great Plains stretch across the heart of North America, open skies, endless grass, and the spirit of freedom. For centuries, these lands were home to the Lakota, Cheyenne, Comanche, Kiowa, and many others. Warriors, hunters, and philosophers whose lives revolved around balance with the earth and courage in defense of their people. Long before the arrival of settlers, the Plains nations mastered a way of life perfectly tuned to the rhythm of nature. They followed the buffalo, their lifeblood. From it came food, clothing, shelter, tools, and ritual. Every part of the animal was honored. Every hunt was an act of gratitude. When horses arrived and descendants of the Spanish herds, the Plains transformed. A new power took shape. Tribes like the Comanche and Lakota became unmatched riders, blending speed and strategy into a form of mobile warfare that shocked even trained armies. Their society evolved around bravery, skill, and the sacred duty of protecting their nations. By the mid-1800s, expansion from the east brought waves of settlers, soldiers, and treaties that rarely held. The buffalo herds were slaughtered by millions. Sacred lands were taken by force. In this storm rose leaders whose names still echo, warriors and visionaries who refused to bow. Among them was Crazy Horse, the Oglala Lakota war leader who never signed a treaty and never sought fame. He fought at the Battle of the Little Bighorn, striking fear into cavalry ranks and standing as a symbol of resistance. He believed that courage was not about anger, but about defending the sacred, the land, the people, and the spirit. Then there was Sitting Bull, a Hunkpapa Lakota holy man who led through wisdom more than violence. He united tribes, saw visions of victory before Little Bighorn, and later endured exile and betrayal. His story speaks to the pain of survival in a world that tried to erase his culture. The Cheyenne Dog Soldiers, a warrior society feared for their courage, stood firm against impossible odds. Their red sashes were tied to the earth in battle, a vow to never retreat. The Comanche, masters of the southern plains, rode as if born on horseback. Their warriors defended their people from Texas to Colorado for generations, unmatched in mobility and precision. Through all these nations ran one idea: life is sacred, and freedom is worth any price. They saw the earth not as property but as relative, the buffalo as brother, the sky as father, the rivers as veins of life. To them, war was never conquest, it was survival of spirit. By the late 19th century, U.S. military campaigns and forced relocations shattered the old world. Yet even as the reservations were carved and traditions outlawed, the stories endured. Songs whispered around fires, dances carried in secret, and teachings passed to the next generation. Today, the legacy of the Plains heroes remains more than history. It's identity, pride, a reminder that strength is not measured by victory, but by refusing to surrender what makes us human. These were not mere warriors. They were protectors, philosophers, and poets of the open sky. Proof that dignity can survive even the darkest hour. Sources in description. Subscribe to Warrior and Wisdom for the next episode. Crazy Horse and the Spirit of Resistance.